Kalulali Abashima Shabashim Kaka. Goodness to the apostles of Shem, Yeshua, the Son, Shalom to the brothers out there, appreciating this work in sincerity and in honesty. Shalom to the brothers and the sisters. This is Asher from Jimmy's Vigilant. Just wanna do a listen, a video brother, this article a brother sent me, and let's go in with no delay. The Trump fiery response to NATO allies over Strait of Hormuz. They will do nothing for us. Dated from the New York Post, dated March 17, 2026. President Trump put NATO allies on notice Tuesday after they shunned his request to assistance in keeping the Strait of Hormuz open for international shipping. Trump both publicly and on his social media lashed out on European allies including France and UK for their refusal to help and imply their defiance would have broader repercussions for the entire alliance. It's certainly something that we should think about, he told reporter in Oval Office when asked if he would remove the United States from NATO. I don't need Congress for the decision. As you probably know, I can make that decision myself, right? And that will be lining up to prophecy, which would be this Revelation, Revelation 17 and verse 16. You see, and the 10 arms which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall eat her and burn her flesh, slack her and make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. For Yahweh had put it in their hearts to fulfill its will, and to agree and give their kingdom unto the beast until the words of Yahweh shall be fulfilled. Right? Says these nations plan to burn America with fire, yeah? Right? Because America has been so proud for so long, thinking that they are the shit, and they are not yet. No, you're going to a war and want to pull us in there. The nation be like, forget it, yo. Jeremiah 5:51, I think it's 7. Yeah, it's verse 7. It says, Babylon had been a golden cup in the Lord's hand, that made all the earth drunken. The nation have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. All for her, take balm for her pain, if so she may be healed. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her, and let us go every one to his own country. For her judgment reach unto heaven, as it lifted up even to the sky. Right? Yeah, their judgment lift up to the sky, yeah. The great America, right? Filthy as hell and proud as hell. No one can take them down, right? They do anything they feel like. Go into people country and call their leaders, the people them leaders, terrorists, and that the people are being oppressed and so on and so forth, right? But he never took a look on how he's dealing with his own country, right? This big bad Trump, how America still compared to some of these countries, he's calling that he's saying their leader are terrorists. And yeah, out here in Jamaica, big nose ain't all that, yo, right? But we would consider him as a terrorist going out there and killing his people and so on and so forth. But if Jamaica would have stand up and say, yo, they're not cutting ties with Cuba, because he also called Cuba have terrorist leaders. If Jamaica would have stand up and said they're not cutting ties with Cuba, they would have deemed Big Nose, right, Andrew Holness, as a terrorist, right? Because this is how America do it, going into your country and um taking gains under the guise of freeing the people from their terrorist leaders, right? So the nations are peace at that, right? And even the fact that these nations refuse to go and join with America shows that America is getting weaker, right? This is Isaiah 14 and verse 8. It says, Yea, the fir tree rejoice at thee, and the cedar of Lebanon says, Since thou art laid down, no fellow is come up against us. Earth from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming. It store up the dead for thee, even all the chief ones of the earth. It hath raised up from their thrones all the kings of the nation. All they shall speak and say unto thee, Art thou also become weak as we? Art thou become like unto us? Right? So especially Russia, China, and even some of these other small countries, they're saying, so like they're saying, who is you? American, right? I think it's North Korea, Kim Jong-un, right? Kim Jong-un, right? Basically, they're dying to enter this war, They're dying. They just want America to do something, that they can get to burn America with flames. So these nations are seeing America as nothing, as a weak nation, right? And a nation also that need to be get rid of out of the earth, because especially with Trump in America is a troublemaker, as they would say out here, America is a troublemaker. Alright, so I think I have one more precept. Isaiah 47 and 1, Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon, sit on the ground. There is no throne, no daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. Right? Yeah, and the Lord is going to make a full end of America. Right? Make this nation burn her with fire, and had fire from the chariots to that great America, And don't think that the other nations are going to be second, your runner up or second runner up to the earth rulership. You all will be subjected unto the Lord Yahweh Shemeshai's power, right? Because the Lord Yahweh Shemeshai has dips on next year, right? And there's no one can fight against that. So with that, I hope this video was short and edifying. Kalalali Abasheme Shai Bashama Kakadash. Shalom.